Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. We are back again. The international break is over, and our first fixture is Tottenham away. Yes, it's Tottenham away. The North London Derby is here. It's always very early in the season. Usually, it's us hosting Tottenham in the first game, like the first leg, and then the second leg, we usually travel to their place. This time, it's different. That we are going to their place first, and they're coming to our place next year. So, listen, I'm always confident whenever we face Tottenham, mostly at home, obviously away from home. Over the last 10 years, our record hasn't been great, but the last two seasons, it has been really, really good. But this time, you're coming into this game, obviously, with a couple of injuries, not just a couple of injuries, but a couple of very important injuries, and we don't know what to expect, especially midfield-wise. We just don't know what to expect. Odegaard is injured. At the time of recording, we still don't know how long Odegaard will be missing. Rice is suspended. This is the particular game you really want that midfield, those two midfielders to be there. Calafiori was injured for Italy. I don't know if he's going to make it. I'm going to have my lineup later on. It's the midfield is crazy. The midfield combination that I have is absolutely crazy. A couple of other players are missing. We don't know if Tomias is obviously out. We don't know if Jesus is going to make it, at least to make it on the bench. Merino, a new signing who maybe could have replaced Declan Rice for this game, is also injured. So if we get the 3 points in this game, it would be a big, big win. Now, we are always expecting Man City to win their game. Right now, we are 2 points behind Man City. If we lose this game and Man City win theirs, they're 5 points ahead of us. And next week, it's Man City away. So it could go terribly wrong, but I'm hoping it goes all right. I'm still confident we can pick up points against these teams. The injuries have happened at the wrong time. If you are playing maybe a Bolton or Southampton and then Odegaard gets injured, we'd be able to cope with it. I'm still hoping we can be able to cope with Tottenham and Atalanta and Man City. A tough week. All three games are away from home against Tottenham, North London Derby. They're always, very ready to take points away from us. Against Man City away from home, Premier League champions, and Atlanta away from home, Europa League champions. Those three games will not be easy. So if we get through this week without losing, it's going to be absolutely big for us, because we would know, like, oh my goodness, we've gotten through this, without Odegaard, without Merino, without Calafiori, without Tomiyasu, without Jesus, without Declan Rice, with the half fit, whoever Timber you subbed off in the last game that we played. We do need to pick up 3 points here, because we're expecting when Man City go to Tottenham, they'll probably win. They usually lose points there, but last season they went there and won easily. It was a funny game because Tottenham wanted to lose, but it's a big game. It's a really big game, and we simply have to win it. I don't think we can afford to drop points. Unfortunately, we'll be missing Odegaard for this one. We don't really have a backup. A lot of people have been saying we should have kept Vieira. I was surprised as well that he left, but just for the record, by the way, Vieira is injured for FC Porto already, and he didn't even play a match yet. He got injured in training, so we'd really have depended on Fabio Vieira to come into this game. They have also been injured. So we have to work with what we have. At the moment, yes, we cannot cry for spilt milk. We should have done more business in the transfer window. Unfortunately, our midfield, 3-4 of our midfielders are out for this game. Wrong game to be out for, but we have to find a way. We still have good players in this game. I saw someone saying you're going to lose 3-1, 4-1. No, you're not going to concede that many goals, because Odegaard and Merino out. You still have our defenders there. You still have very good defense. Ray has been our best player this season as well so far. We still have the likes of Saka in the team, still have the likes of Havertz in the team. We should be able to get through it. Now, it's not going to be easy. Tottenham are missing Solanke and Richarlison. I don't think Solanke will make it for this game, but that is the only two injuries. So the likes of Son and Maddison are there. Remember Son and Maddison last season? they kind of ripped us apart at the Emirates Stadium, the two of them. And they obviously defensively, the likes of Poro, he go forward, he'll always take shots from anywhere and everywhere, and he can easily get an assist and stuff. Defensively, though, we can always get at them, especially if they play the high line that they usually do. We should be able to do that. Last season, when we went there and scored 3 goals within 25 minutes, we scored around 18th, 19th minutes, and then the 3 goals came in this period of like 25 minutes. We scored all 3 goals, and all of them are like basically counter-attack kind of goals, and a corner. Havertz scored a corner in that game as well. The goal that Havertz assisted Saka at the Tottenham Stadium last season was incredibly good. So we'll need some pace and we'll need to take our chances. We were very clinical last season against them at their place. We need to do the same this time. Defensively, I still think we're good, but since we don't have the creativity of a player like Odegaard, we'll have to take chances that we are getting, whether it's set pieces, whether it's a penalty, whether it's a free kick, whether it's the counter attacks, whether the chance drops to Havertz, whether it drops to Saka, whether it drops to Martinelli. We need to take those chances because I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if you're going to create 6, 7 chances in this game. I don't know if you're going to completely struggle to create a chance at all. I still think we're going to create chances, even if Odegaard is there. We are definitely missing a lot. With Odegaard missing, the pressing, that's just the gift in midfield where you can take the ball and control everything. And the opposition knows who we have to worry about Odegaard. We're going to miss all of that, but we have to find a way to get through it. We still have other players in this team. We have to find out another way to, and we don't. Not all our goals come from Odegaard. Like so far, this one Odegaard doesn't have a goal on assist. Yes, he usually gets involved, but Saka's been picking up most of our assists this season so far. We can still score from corner kicks. Trossard can still score goals. Havertz has been scoring, so we have to find a different trail. Odegaard is going to be a miss, but we have to get through this game. So, which kind of lineup would I want to see in this? And this is the most interesting part of this video because of the injuries. It's very, very interesting. What are we going to do in this game? Now, let's get through it. Let's get through it. It's going to be a weird one because of the players that we're missing. So in goal, obviously, David Raya. Fantastic save against Wolves. Fantastic save against Aston Villa. The awards have not been given out yet, but he was nominated for two of his saves. Were nominated for save of the season. I think he's going to win it for the Aston Villa one. It was very, very good. Obviously, I think he's definitely going to win it. If he doesn't win that one, that is a robbery. So David Ryan, goal. Let's hope he continues the form because Tottenham are going to get chances. Son, Maddison, they're going to get chances. Son is the only player I don't mind at Tottenham, and over the years since he joined them, like in 2015, he always does something against us, scores or assists. He always does something against us, especially at their place. Always. So let's hope this time around we can keep him quiet. But if we don't, Raya, let's hope he's at the top of his game as well. And let's not make any mistakes against them. Last season, Rice gave away a penalty. Jorginho gave away the ball at the Emirates Stadium. And is there another goal that we gave away? Probably. I remember there's someone else made a mistake. So let's not give them an opportunity. Son and Addison, they can create for themselves. And those are the two most dangerous players for them. Let's hope we can, keep them quiet. Defensively, White, Saliba, Gabriel. No doubt. Gabriel has made a couple of errors. One was punished, one was not. Let's hope he's at the top of his game this time round. I still think he's an incredible goal defender. I still think him and Saliba the best partnership in the league, despite a couple of mistakes. But this one, we cannot afford to make any mistakes at all, because if you do, Son is going to score. He didn't score against Man City last season, but if he gets a similar chance, he's definitely going to score in this one. So defensively for me, this is what I've gone for. I have gone for Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White. Now, the left back, there's a lot of players who can play there, Kivio, Zinchenko, Calafiori. Timber went down against Brighton. I thought he was going to miss a few games, but he did. I did watch him coming on against Germany for Netherlands. Last game against Brighton, I said I don't want Timber to play too many games because he still have to manage his minutes because of the 9-month injury that he had. And then he went down in that game, and I was like, oh, come on. Like, I didn't want him to play this game, but a lot of people wanted him to play. But luckily, he's back. So should we start him or not? Now, I don't know who's going to play on that wing. I don't know if it's going to be Johnson or Kulusevski or Odebear for them. Whoever it's going to be, I think Calafiori is very good defensively. I think in terms of defending, I think he's our best now kind of left back in that position. He's more of a centre back, but I would go at Calafiori at left back. Timber, will he be on the bench or will he be in my starting lineup? We'll find out very soon. So that would be my defense. Calafiori will need a big, big game. It's fast start for us to throw him in an North London derby. He's going to need a big game, but I believe in him. He's looked good. The times has come on. Now midfield, Thomas Partey for sure. Now there's a couple of ways you can go with this. We can just decide, listen, let's go with the 4-2-3-1. Let's have both Jorginho and Partey. It's only 1 week because Declan Rice will be back for the Atalanta game. So it's only one game that we have to really try and find a midfield partnership. I know Odegaard will be out for a longer period, but if Declan Rice and Partey are there, then it would be, a lesser blow than not having both Rice and Odegaard. That would be a big, big blow for us for this Tottenham game. But Rice will be back for the next game. So in this one, we just have to find a solution. I don't think we need to change up the formation and everything for one game. I don't think we need to, especially if you have Jorginho and Partey. I think that is a bit too defensive. I think this is a game we can win. Tottenham, we can get at them. If it was Man City this week, it would have been different. I would have had a double pivot for sure. But Tottenham can be got at. We scored 3 goals against them last season. We scored twice against them the previous season at their place. And I do think that we can definitely get at them. Last season we scored a total of 5 goals against them. They're not very good defensively. They've already conceded multiple goals against Newcastle last game. And Newcastle, yes, you can argue they usually have injuries and all that, but they still smash Tottenham, and that's because of the work rate they usually have against Tottenham. It's not like they're even better in terms of quality than Tottenham. It's just usually the work rate. Gordon runs, Isaac runs, Bruno Guimaraes on energy in midfield. I think we'll need a lot of that as well. Beat them in any second ball and all that. They can definitely score against you. So for me, Partey in midfield, Partey will need a big game because sometimes when he loses the ball in that midfield, he's a bit too slow in terms of covering, and he'll be up against Maddison. So he'll need a very, very big game. Now, in front of him to help him out, it is either you have Havertz in the 8, you can have Zinchenko in the 8. I've seen a lot of people putting that. You can have Trossard in the 8 potentially. As you said, you can have Jorginho there in the devil pivoted party. But this is who I've gone for. I have gone for Timber and Trossard in midfield. Now, that is absolutely crazy. Now, you're going to see a lot of different combinations from everyone who does content or anyone who comments and everything. You're going to see a lot of combinations because that midfield, you can say Partey, Zinchenko, Havertz as a 10. You can say have Saka as the 10. You could have Havertz in the Timber role. You could listen, by the way, Havertz playing in the Timber role for this particular game, he played really well playing up front against Tottenham last season. But for this particular game, let me say it, if he starts in midfield, I don't think it's too much of a big deal. I think we can still get into the box. He can still score, and he has that energy in midfield. Not energy in terms of Declan Rice kind of energy, but he can get into challenges and all that, win us free kicks and get into tackles and all that. He can do that. But I actually do think he's going to start in midfield. So I'm already preparing for that. But for me, I'd go with Timber. I think that is a good balance for this one game in terms of attacking and defending. You could say Calafiori in midfield and Timber at the back. You could even say Zinchenko in midfield. You can even, Zinchenko plays in midfield for Ukraine, and in terms of through balls and all that, he's quite good. So can we depend on Zinchenko to be a creative outlet for this game? We could do anything. Now, starting Trossard is a positive, yes, but that is a position he's never really played for us. But I think it's kind of a free role. You can ask him to, go to the right side, go to the left side, drift in midfield, create the chances. The problem is the number 10 role, you have to be creating. Luckily, it's just one. It's not just one game. Odegaard will be out for a long time. Rice will be back, but we have to find a solution now. You can have Nwaneri. Yes, he's more used to that position, but will he be ready for this intensity against Bissouma and Sa and those guys who are going to tackle him in that midfield? It's a tough one. That is what I've gone for. My reasoning, Timber is good balance in terms of coming back and defending and pushing a bit forward. Is very good on the ball. And Trossard, just play your game, but this time just play in the number 10 position. If you get a chance to shoot the ball, just shoot it, whatever. I don't know. You can even have Sterling there and just tell them, listen, number 10, just do it for 60 minutes, 70 minutes. They're going to depend on you. Luckily, no, there's no luckily about this game. It's not lucky. Like it's very unlucky that we are going to miss what they get for that period. And I'm hoping it's not like 2-3 months because we literally don't have a backup. It's we have to find other solutions. Now, I still think with that midfield, they can still win the game. Yes, but it has to work, because if it doesn't work, you're giving the likes of we can't let the likes of Maddison win that midfield battle. So yeah, we are going to need I don't know if Trossard can press as much as Odegaard. That's the other thing. Maybe Sterling can do it better in that position, but for me, I'm just going to go for that one. Let's see how it works. Timber, Trossard. My second option would be to have Partey, Timber, and maybe to have Sterling as a 10. I mean, that was what I'd have. I'd still stick with Saka on the right side. Forward line, this is what I'd have. Saka on the right side, Martinelli on the left, Havertz up front. Now, why I also said I wouldn't mind seeing Havertz in midfield is because Tottenham play a high line, and I wouldn't mind seeing Sterling, Martinelli, and Saka all up front. Last season, scoring against Tottenham, we were counter-attacking against them quite a lot. And if you have Sterling, Martinelli, and Saka in terms of pace, and you just ask them to take the chances that they get and make the good decisions, we can still create a lot of chances with the high line that they play. So that is the other reason I wouldn't mind Havertz playing in midfield, because if it means Sterling plays up front for this particular game, the pace. We need that pace in behind to completely destroy them. But listen, I know there's going to be a lot. I would really want to know what your formation would be in the comment section. There's a lot of different combinations. You can have Zinchenko in the 8. You can even have him in the 10 if you want. You know, you could have a 4-2-3-1 if you prefer, but you still need a number 10. Who would you play as a 10? Would you have Trossard, Havertz? You know, it depends. But for me, that is what I've gone for. And now starting Trossard, the negative thing about starting Trossard here is you don't really have too many bench options. Although if Sterling is on the bench, you could hope that he comes on with the pace. But for me, I've gone with Havertz up front, but I wouldn't mind seeing him in midfield if Sterling is starting up front because of the pace. That is, if also Martinelli is on the pitch, I wouldn't really mind it. So how is our bench looking if that is our starting lineup? This is how the bench is looking. Neto, Zinchenko, Kivia, Jorginho, Sterling, Jesus, Nwaneri, Lewis Kelly, and Heaven. Now, that is not too bad. You know, we can have Zinchenko coming on in midfield. If you need to defend, you can throw in Kivia. If you need some bit of control, and you can now throw in Jorginho to play next to Partey. If Partey is tired or is not 100%, you can bring him on for him. Jesus is back in training, so if he's on the bench, it helps us. Like, it's great to have Jesus on the bench. Like, if he's not there, that means we'll have to have another youngster on the bench. I think Jesus being on the bench would be great for us in Sterling. Not the best, obviously, but you have a couple of options there. You know, we can bring on Jesus, Sterling, Jorginho, bit of experience that can still help us in this particular game. Those guys are in London derbies before, not London derbies, London derbies before. It can still help us a lot. Now, it might not be like this. Now, remember, Calafiori might be a doubt for this game. He might end up missing the game. So if Calafiori is missing the game, that is another headache. So in that situation, you might have to play Timber at left back and play Zinchenko in midfield. If Jesus is out as well, you'd have to have another youngster on the bench. But we are just gonna have to get through it. Let's hope. Luckily, Havertz is not injured for Germany. Saka was subbed off for England against Finland as well. But yeah, we just have to get through it with what you have. You know, you have to use what you have. Whichever combination we go for, let's just hope it works. I'm not saying this is the right midfield. Timber, Trossard, and Partey. This is very new. We've never ever thought about playing this midfield before. But you just have to, whatever we do, whether it's in Zinchenko in midfield, it's Havertz in midfield, we just need to win this game, whatever. And I'm just seeing Trossard on TV right now. Fun enough. But my prediction for the game, I'm going to go Tottenham to score. I'm going to go Tottenham 1, Arsenal 2. We're going to get a 2-1 win. Last one, we got a 3-1, but Odegaard is very important. If Odegaard was there, my prediction would have been 3-1. But since he's not there, I'm just going to go for a 2-1. I'm hoping that high line and all that, we can use it, with Havertz, Martinelli, Sterling, Saka. Havertz needs to take his chances. Saka needs to take his chances. And if Martinelli starts, we need a big game from Martinelli, because now, if missing those players, we are hoping we get the 22-23 Martinelli back. If Martinelli performs like he did last season, that is more trouble, because now all of a sudden you have to play Trossard on the left side, and then who plays in the 10? I don't know. Can we play a front 2 and play that on number 10? Is it possible to do that? That could also occur. Let's just wait and see. Take your chances. Don't make any silly mistakes. No more red cards. No silly things here and there. Don't get involved in anything. If it's a red card, let Romero get it. Let's see. 2-1 to Arsenal. I'm going to go with Havertz to score, and I'm going to go with Trossard to score. Saka to assist again. Let me know your prediction. Let me know your front five for sure. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next.